Hello, welcome back for another Avatar The Last Airbender traditional draft. The rare here is a liability, to be honest. Lose 2 life every turn, so it kills you pretty quickly. I think the pick here is either got to be Teo or Firebending Lesson. Compassionate Healer is also playable, so I wouldn't blame anyone for taking that. I'm curious, Zuko on 17 lands. Conflicted. Has a 50% win rate, which is bad. That's bad, folks. Knowledge Seeker is great. I will take it here over Lightning Strike. Dies into a clue token at worst. Grows and has vigilance, and then dies into a clue token at best. I mean, there are some exile effects, but they typically have to trade up to exile. There's another Knowledge Seeker. Okay, 2 of these were passed. Interesting. So blue might be open in this direction. I know it's early to say. There's another Firebending Lesson that we unfortunately have to pass. I do love me Glider Staff. If we wanted to stick blue here, we could take Messenger Hawk. I have a feeling that red is going to be taken since we passed that Firebending Lesson. Let's take Messenger Hawk and solidify our blue. Can you change your card art from here? We do that? No. If we do this. Yeah, that does change it. But it changes right back as soon as you put Firebending Lesson back in. Gran or Lost Days? Gran or Lost Days? We have early game. We could maybe take a Lost Days over Gran here. But Gran is nice. I've been guilty of playing too many Lost Days and dying before we can get to it. So let's take Gran here. It's also uncommon. So we're more likely to see Lost Days than Gran in the coming packs. Kyoshi Battle Fan here, maybe? Cat Gator is probably not what we're doing. Yep, if we are white. This is just going to be 2 waterbending bodies. If we end up in waterbending, we have a pretty good start here. Interesting. Maybe we take Ostrich Horse here. Fire Nation Cadets could be good with lessons, though. Let's spec. Let's see if red is taken. Swamp Snare Trap is the most playable here, but Geyser Leaper is in our colors. Good Geyser Leaper. Not a good card, though. Compassionate Healer is the best card here. I don't think there were other white cards here, so maybe that's a sign it's open. Here, I don't love it, but it's probably got to be the water tribe captain. Or the disciple. Hunter penguin. Almost tempted to take Bowling Rock Prison. Or Azula for a lesson. Gran. We have so many clues we could be drawing with this. 2 Knowledge Seekers, Gran, and Messenger Hawk. It is best of 3. We'll take Soka's Haiku. Water Tribe Captain number 2. Don't think we ever want to play more than one of these. Okay, it's the last to go. This is a trap card. I have fell victim to this many a time. We probably just want a lesson. Either Quench or Airbending Lesson. Airbending Lesson is more likely to wheel because Compassionate Wheeler wheeled last pack. Foggy Swamp Spirit Keeper is great, but we look more blue-white or blue-red than anything. If you look at Spirit Water Revival, it actually has a lower win rate than Quench by like 3%. Quench is like 58%, and the rare Water Revival or Suki is a reason to be blue-white. Dragonfly Swarm is very nice though. Very nice, very nice. White looked more open than red. I think Suki's more powerful than Dragonfly Swarm. But they're both very strong. We'll take Courageous Rescuer. And we got rewarded. I'll play a Path to Redemption halfway, but South Pole Voyager. It's going to be triggered by Kyoshi Battle Fan, Compassionate Healer, and Suki, and that's it so far. But we will find allies in blue-white. Let's take Yip Yip. Honest Work is awful. Nothing to splash with Aang's Journey yet. We just picked up an octopus form. It is a lesson for Gran. It is a way to push through damage with her. And we don't have much to protect besides maybe Suki, Courageous Rescuer. But it will make the deck right now. First time flyer, absolutely. Lesson payoffs are going to be pretty straightforward to come by. I think we like it better than Deserters here. It is an ally, right? Yes, it is. We'll take Sunblessed Peak just in case. Yep, yep, number 2, I think. Is this mythic rare? I did pick up yep, yep, fortunately. These are too close to 50% win rate cards. They're not good. Take the land. They're laying ostrich horse. Last pick. It's kind of crazy. Kyoshi or Quench number 2? I think Quench. First time flyers are getting pumped. Grand is making stuff more cheap. Is making stuff cheaper. I wouldn't mind Kyoshi Warriors. It's 2 allies for Suki, but we'll take Quench first. This deck could really use Lost Days. That's what we could really use. This is 2 more allies for Suki. Forecasting Fortune Teller is very cool, but I think Invasion Reinforcements is going to edge it out. Quench number 3, or number 4 is Quench number 4 too much. We have no 4 drops. I think it may be time for a Suki Kyoshi Warrior. This is not a great card, but it fits our mana curve, and it is an ally, and it makes allies, and if they die, Suki triggers. This Suki, Courageous Rescuer, triggers. A Coda is going to be a 4 mana upgrade. The Suki Kyoshi Warrior likely. I would like a Watery Grasp here, but Hakoda is too good to pass up. Earth Kingdom Protectors, some removal would be nice. Interaction, that's a lesson is still something we'll want to pick up. Lost Days 100% is lacking in this deck so far. There we go. There's Lost Days. Do we want it over Watery Grasp? I also want Watery Grasp and Compassionate Healer. We've got a lot of cheap stuff. Let's take Lost Days over Watery Grasp. Take a North Pole Gates. Do we want Air Nomad Legacy? How many flyers do we actually have? Hawk. First time flyer. I think that's it. Technically, yep, we'll give our allies fine. Watery Grass, absolutely, we'll take that. Soka's Haiku may be coming in here. 22. I guess we'll leave in Kyoshi Warrior for now. I think I like the, I was going to say the other Kyoshi Warrior is better, to be honest, though. You don't need to attack with these to get more value than just the body. I like an Earth Kingdom Soldier, too. I may cut... the Battle Fan here. We're not really water bending with it, so. Are we ever sighting this in best of 3? It's possible. It's possible they have some bomb and we want to side that in. So we'll take it. Earth Kingdom Soldier is not an ally. Nine, 8. Let's put removal over here. Kind of removal. Interaction, like combat tricks, over here. 3, 6. And that's the deck. Blocking hard removal, really just Watery Grasp and Lost Days to quote unquote hard remove cards, and even Lost Days is not gonna like exile or send to the graveyard any threats. It's gonna let them put that card second from the top. Okay, match 1. This is gonna be a mole. We don't have anything to do with white until turn 4. 0 lands, mulligan again. This is keepable. We gotta keep Suki, we can cast it. By Octopus Form, goodbye. Soka's Haiku. Okay, well, I'm glad we didn't play the planes. We could send our Grand in here. We'll trade for a 1/1. We got to discard a card. I think we do want to do that actually. Filter through some of these lands. He makes a 1/1, we make a 1/1, but temporarily ours is boosted to 2 power. I'm assuming in blue-black he'll have removal for Suki. He does. Wolfpack. Okay, here we'll play Knowledge Seeker and chill. Oh, that's a pretty good drop. Does he get nothing? Non-creature, non-land card. And he got those lands off top for us, so that's actually kind of nice. Boiling Rock Rider. Okay, we can block that with a 3/4 body. Assuming we don't just put one of the counters on our Earth Kingdom Soldier. And opponent is Hellbent. That's nice. I assume they will sack the Wolf Bat to create a blue token to draw off it. Not an ally. Not an ally. Three. You could have discard. Let's do Kingdom soldier. And hold one land in hand for a corrupt court official or Ozai's cruelty. He has one ally that he can exile. He opts to instead get rid of one of our lessons. And he can make that thing unblockable. We play allies. That's scary. With our lack of removal. Okay, South Pole Voyager. Into First Time Flyer. Into Knowledge Seeker. It's gonna be nice. Unless we draw something better to play. Okay. Yeah, I will trade for your Boiling Rock Rider. Can bring back allies. I think it's better to play Knowledge Seeker here. If he plays anything for 4 mana or less at the top of his deck, then Quench is not doing anything. And if he sacks lands, then it's more likely we will be able to quench. So this seemed like the best turn to get out Knowledge Seeker. We cannot block his June, so we're just gonna have to take that. You gotta be careful. Of dying to that. Let's be greedy. Do we crack the clue this turn? I mean, we don't get to play anything. Now, let's smack in with everything. I wanted to put a 1/1 counter on Knowledge Seeker. But this threatens to block Wolfbat if he doesn't Water Pen to make it unblockable this turn. Okay, that'll gain its life and draws cards. So South Pole Voyager is going to be critical here. Hopefully he doesn't blow that up. Dang it. Spoke it into existence. 1 mana away from using Quench. Yeah, I mean, might as well, right? I will gladly take that trade. He just makes Cat Gator unblockable and should win from here. Okay, we have a chance. Can't counter that. Unfortunately. Okay. Unblockables, I mean, this is pretty out of range. just see if he draws any more cards. What they are. We've seen enough. So blue-black control. Unblockable stuff, so maybe Yip Yip is cut here for... What are we killing with that? Anything? Or a battle fan or an otter penguin. Just remove it. That makes our first time flyer 2-3. Attack in through his messenger hawk. They both will, so let's swing both. Very good for us. Not seeing removal on the South Pole Voyager means we're going to get to combo with a Koga. We basically have an easier time playing allies since we can play to trigger draw since we can play allies off the top. That being said, we don't get them here. But what we can do is play Earth Kingdom Soldier. Make this bigger. Make this bigger. And then we are diversified. Swamp. Does he have Deadly Precision? He does not. Let's start with... Can we kill him? There's nothing for one red-black. If we made 2 allies unblockable, he's dead. Or he goes to 1. So we should have played that. This isn't an ally. If this were an ally, heck, I might even play it against this guy. Yup. I'm gonna try and double drop 2 allies in the same turn. I think with clinch, alright. Okay, we can do it next turn. turn. We'll quench whatever he plays here. It's a pretty good quench target. Secret tunnel. All this life gain on the field. Pass. 5 mana pass. Well, we don't have protection. There's not really spells in blue or black that get you for combat, just hard removal. So we'll spread the love here. Yeah, sure. You can scry into it. You know what? I guess because next turn we can play Water Tribe Captain and the Rallier, we do put that bottom. Welling Rock Rider. Earth Kingdom Soldier is a pretty good blocker for it here. Does he have any allies in the graveyard? He does, Teo. He didn't notice last game that he could bring a Pox Sparrows back, so maybe I shouldn't hover his graveyard. Start with an attack. No, thank you. We could yip here, but he has 1 blue. So we'll let him plunge first. If he's got Octopus form, then we will use yip. Be a nice little blowout. Or Lost Days. Back to 20. Suki's a pretty good draw. Okay. I'm not going to hold up for double allied draw. We could threaten to attack here with the pump. But he's got 2 mana in hand. Not 2 cards in hand and 7 mana. Sold out. Okay. I think it's time to trade for South Pole Voyager. Suki will make a 2-1, essentially, until she dies. We don't have any allies left in hand to get the draw effect off. Pretty good. I think with 1 card in hand, we may go for it with Yip, or we may just cast Lost Days. Second from the top, I presume. Yes. Okay, smart. 20 soon if he gets to attack. Nothing for one black, so he can't have anything here. Let's attack all. 3, 4. So he's dead. Alright. Strong blue-black control deck here. Good cards. I don't know about this totally. I mean, it did beat us the first game. But we got some pretty efficient play out of Quench game 2 after they were awkward game 1. Yeah, capable. That's where it's quenching. It's a lesson card in our graveyard. Stops him from attacking with the 3/3. It's a lot of lands. Earth King's Lieutenant is pretty good. I do appreciate that he's playing it now. Normally probably have one creature. He will get larger himself. That is many lands, many lands. He attacks both, I'm blocking both on Earth King's Lieutenant. Token. Okay. We're still in danger. Oh no. So we'll hold up land sacrifice and counter. We want to trade for the non-token. Here with Rebellious Captives and play around counterspell. He does exactly that. Let's get Hakoda out here. We probably should have kept an island up. Be hard to come back from. 7, 8. Yep. 0 life total, hard to come back from. He has a very solid green-white deck. Jailer, the Earth Kingdom Lieutenant, solid 2 drops. Solid 2 drops. Sure. On the play, Grand can maybe get some rummages or loots, whatever it's called, when she attacks. Opponent does opt for a single mulligan. Okay, we can do this. Pump up the Knowledge Seeker. we'll toss an island, probably. Yep. Suki off the top, and this is a nice little 1-2-3 curve out. E. Toss another island. We can hold up Quench and play the tap land here. Sometimes we need to hold up Quench and Yip. That's fine. I don't think he's seen Quench yet. Oh, yeah, he's seen one copy of Quench. That is definitely worth quenching. Glad we held off. Now Yip Yip will enable an attack with both creatures, and Gran's done great this turn because we've had a bunch of lands again. Plus it's pumping Knowledge Seeker. Okay, Earth King Lieutenant is pretty good. Once again. We toss the haiku here? We can't play it. Let's toss the grasp. We are the danger. Okay. We still trade there. He didn't know we had Octopus for him. But he had seen enough. This thing has been awkward. Has been awkward. I think I want a 3/3. On the draw. Not great. But getting better. Quenches. More awkward on the draw. I think we gotta throw out first time flyer here. He's got invasion reinforcements. I don't think it's worth quenching that. Yikes. We're not blocking. This game's probably over. Gotta quench something real nice right now. And draw a plains. Yikesies. Yike. Suh. That's a pretty good quencher. A good quencher right there. And if we had chilled and stayed back, we could have had a 2-3 block, but we should have thought about that more. Now at 4, that's a problem. Compassionate healer. He flashed us in like invasion reinforcements, we're dead. So if we had blocked that, we're at 4 more life. Man. There's so much room for improvement in our play. That's what I'm learning from this set. Sure. I mean, we're dead now because we didn't block. So if we had blocked, we go to 2. Play out Compassionate Healer. Maybe we get. We can play off the top of our deck. Alright, let's play good. I think we've been improving in draft. We've had less. Yay, communism! We've had less disaster drafts. And most of our pain points in drafts come from, I think, weak packs that don't have a lot of uncommons, and when we're drafting new archetypes, which is part of growing and learning. We're gonna do... No, we need to scry into lands. Let's play this now. I like to hold up so that we can double drop with South Pole Voyager, but getting these scries off our lands will guarantee that we get to like Hakoda. Alright, yep, I'll take that. And once we have Hakoda, it's going to be easier to double drop allies if we're playing them off the top of our deck. No, thank you. Yep, yep. I'm going to hold up a bunch. As even if he is not playing cards because he's color screwed, I figure with the White Lotus hideout, he should be able to play something. And he would have to pay an extra mana for it. So we should probably be able to quench it. A lion turtle. Yes, please. No, there's our land. So it gets quench. That's not very useful. You can only play it on his turn. Start with Hakoda. Exile. If we sack, we don't create a clue token, right? If I sacrifice in response to Zuko's you'll still get the clue token. Okay. It's a separate sentence. I hope it's right. Google. It's wrong. We don't get the clue token. Funny thing is, if we Ahsoka's haiku something, he can quench it. As long as he has 2 mana open. Okay, play like the Boomy, the 5/4. Aw, that's just another island? Wait, just 1 island, not 2? Card? I'm confused. 1, 2, 3, then sacrifices 1 of the tapped lands. And brings in 2 more tapped in. So we should see 4 tapped lands right now. I don't want a Lost Days as Hama. 3, 6. So we're just gonna chill here. Eventually we'll get another land and we'll be able to play South Pole Voyager and hold up Ahsoka's Haiku or Lost Days. AI overview. Yes, if you sacrifice a Coda in response to Zuko's exile trigger, you will still get a clue token. Sacrificing a Coda doesn't stop the exiled creature, Zuko, that's not the exiled creature, from leaving the battlefield, which is what the card cares about. This is what? This is just garbage. Should know better. Yeah. Okay, now we can play South Pole Voyager and hold up Ahsoka's Haiku. I hope he does something. You can haiku it right now. Now we can haiku his Hama when he replays it, if this goes through. I know this seems funky, but I think South Pole Voyager is actually our worst creature here. Maybe it's Compassionate Healer, but it's not our Knowledge Seekers. And so we baited out removal with South Pole Voyager if he's got it. It may have been better to just bluff 2 mana and then crack the clue end of his turn. Especially if he has something. good. Now he can't draw and play Hama this turn. We can crack the clue and attack with Haiku. This turn. One, two. So we'll just attack on through. And counter whatever he does. Sure. That's fine. He showed us a card for free, essentially. So he's got Origins of Metal Bending. Hama to steal our cards. Stuff worth countering. 3 mana, 3 mana, 4 mana. He can ramp quickly though, so the punches could get awkward. Maybe we cut? I mean, we'll cut Haiku on the draw here. Pinguino. Do we like a little Pinguino? Pinguino can't attack him very well. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. 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 I like this plus this, and I like this plus this. And if he doesn't develop out the board, we can hold up Quench. Save this for a turn 4 play. Yeah, get to quench it again. I know that we get Hakoda out a turn later here. But we guarantee that we draw a card off South Pole Voyager. And diversify what we're doing. We can flash in invasion reinforcements on his turn. We could do it now. He could have counter, but if he has counter, that's not the worst thing to counter. TBH. The Hawk, okay. Rowdy Snowballers. Coming in. Free card. Give me my free card. Yeah. See if you. That's acceptable. Grand off the top. Kyoshi Warriors, if he kills Hakoda instead of South Pole Voyager, are going to trigger us to draw a card again and gain 2 life. That's pretty nice. Okay, my turn. Rebuke is something we could potentially fight against with Yip Yip. He's going to try and like blow up our South Pole Voyager. For these allies, they are allies at last. Not be. Okay. No, so he could have +2/+2. And reach. But that's going to work out well if he decides to use that and block Messenger Hawk. And if he double blocks Rowdy Snowballers on Hakoda, we still, because of the new combat, I don't know how new they are, because of the way you have to assign battle damage, we're still fine. Pretty good for a 1 mana kill 2 cards. Seismic Sensor. It's an island. Oof. I'm assuming that's not what he wanted to go fetch. Hama is pretty good. I'll be able to play Yip Yip or Quench on his turn. Kyoshi Battlefan, is it non-creature? Non-creature, so he could do Kyoshi. It's probably what he should take. Lost Days is a pretty good card to draw. Even if it does allow him to potentially get more value out of Hama. Right now he's at 7 mana, so we wouldn't be able to quench Hama if it was the first thing he did in a turn. We can't quench that either. We can quench our own Kyoshi Battlefan. Yeah. Give it back. Yeah. Yeah. If he doesn't block, we crack the glue and we hit him for 8. Bonk. Geyser Leaper on top, huh? A. Okay, we accept that. Let's put auto pass on so that we don't keep pulling them up with Makota's sacrifice effect. Alright. Two, 1. That's where we've been a lot recently. I feel like we've been navigating the drafts alright. But there's some cards where we don't play with them correctly enough. Play with them enough to use them correctly. And some cards seem to be inconsistent. Quench sometimes is great, and then other times it feels like it's a little bit dead. So having cards like Grand to get rid of it are useful. Just a lot in this set is contextual. All the color pairs are viable. You don't need rares to win. Sometimes you do want to splash for rares, but they're not so powerful that you can just mess up your mana and what you're doing the rest of the game. So lots of different ways to win. We're figuring out how to do that. 2-1's not too bad. GG's. We'll see ya